Welcome back to Carverse. Today we're diving into a name that stirs the soul of American muscle car fans, the Plymouth Barracuda. But this isn't the classic you remember. This is the 2026 Plymouth Barracuda, a bold revival of a legend that's been dormant for decades. Chrysler, under the Stellantis umbrella, has shocked the industry by bringing back the Cuda, not just as a retro throwback, but as a modern muscle car with heritage DNA, futuristic performance, and jaw-dropping styling. So buckle up as we take a deep look at the 2026 Plymouth Barracuda's interior, exterior, performance capabilities, and pricing. At first glance, the 2026 Barracuda makes one thing clear: it's here to dominate. The designers struck a careful balance between classic Mopar design cues and contemporary aggression. You can't mistake the fastback silhouette, wide stance, and long hood for anything other than a Barracuda. The car's lines scream heritage, but with a refined modern edge. The front end is bold and sculpted, with a wide split grille reminiscent of the 1971 model. But now, it's flanked by narrow LED matrix headlights, giving it a predatory stare. The hood features dual functional scoops with active airflow management, and a massive heat extractor down the center. The bumper is aerodynamically tuned, blending old-school muscle presence with new-school airflow efficiency. From the side, the profile is low and muscular. The beltline rises gradually toward the rear, leading your eye to the bulging rear fenders. Massive 20 or optional 21-inch wheels fill the arches, and the available staggered tire setup offers race-ready grip. One particularly cool design touch is the inclusion of functional side gills, a modern nod to the iconic Cuda gill slits from the early 70s. The rear brings it home with a full-width LED light bar embedded in a blacked-out panel. Underneath, a rear diffuser and quad exhaust setup enhance both form and function. The classic script Cuda badge on the rear deck lid seals the deal: this is a rebirth done right. Inside the 2026 Barracuda, the cabin is an immersive mix of classic muscle car soul and high-end tech. The layout is driver-centric, low-slung, and aggressive. You sit deep in the bolstered seats, wrapped in premium leather and Alcantara, with contrast stitching and optional heritage embroidery. The dash is simple and wide, focusing attention toward the road ahead. Right in front of the driver is a fully digital 12.5-inch customizable instrument cluster. It can be configured for daily driving, track telemetry, or even a retro muscle mode, which mimics the old analog dials with a nostalgic glow. At the center is a 13.2-inch touchscreen running the latest Uconnect 6 system. The interface is crisp, intuitive, and lightning fast, with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, integrated performance apps, and over-the-air updates. Physical controls aren't forgotten. You still get rotary knobs for climate and volume, and tactile toggle switches for driving modes and launch control. It's a blend of modern convenience and old-school functionality. Ambient lighting, a premium Harman Kardon sound system, and suede trim panels elevate the experience beyond traditional muscle car expectations. Rear seats are available in the coupe, but let's be honest, they're best for small passengers or extra gear. The trunk is surprisingly spacious, and the split folding seats offer some utility, making this beast suitable for daily use if you dare. Now let's talk performance, because the 2026 Plymouth Barracuda wasn't brought back to play it safe. Stellantis has delivered multiple trims and engine configurations to cater to a range of enthusiasts. The base engine is anything but basic, a 6.4-liter naturally aspirated HEMI V8 producing 485 horsepower and 475 lb-ft of torque. It's paired with a 6-speed Tremec manual or an 8-speed automatic with paddle shifters. This version rockets from 0 to 60 in around 4.3 seconds and sounds every bit like a true American muscle car. Step up to the Hellcat-sourced supercharged 6.2-liter HEMI V8, and now you're talking over 707 horsepower. With upgraded internals and cooling systems, this Barracuda is a street-legal drag strip destroyer. 0 to 60? A ridiculous 3.2 seconds, with quarter-mile times dipping below 11 seconds. And for those who want the ultimate expression of modern power, the top-tier Cuda EV variant is unlike anything else in the segment. Dubbed the E-Barracuda, this all-wheel drive electric version uses dual motors, one on each axle, to produce an earth-shattering 850 horsepower and 900 lb-ft of instant torque. With a 0 to 60 time of under 2.5 seconds, it doesn't just honor the Barracuda name, it redefines it. Each version of the Barracuda rides on a revised version of the STLA large platform, engineered for performance and flexibility. Weight distribution is near perfect thanks to rear-mounted battery placement in the EV, and a low center of gravity makes it agile in corners. Magnetic ride control, adaptive dampers, launch control, and performance traction management are all available depending on the trim. Braking duties are handled by 6-piston Brembo calipers up front and 4-piston at the rear, clamping down on vented discs for fade-free stopping power. Whether you're blasting down a straight or carving up a canyon, the 2026 Barracuda delivers excitement at every turn. Driving modes include Auto, Sport, Track, Drag, and a Custom mode. In EV variants, there's even a simulated exhaust sound mode that mimics the roar of a V8, just in case you missed the classic growl. And for the ICE versions, there's no shortage of volume. The active exhaust system delivers the kind of raw, unfiltered thunder you'd expect from something wearing the Barracuda badge. Safety tech is fully up to date. Standard features include adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, lane keeping assist, and automatic emergency braking. A 360-degree camera system makes maneuvering easier, even though the wide stance and aggressive lines suggest this car was born for the open road. So, what does it cost to own this slice of American muscle? The base V8-powered 6.4L Cuda starts at around $52,000, making it competitive with the Ford Mustang GT and Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. Add options like premium paint, upgraded wheels, and interior packages, and you're closer to $60,000. The supercharged Cuda SRT variant starts at $74,000, while fully loaded models with wide-body kits and carbon aero parts can touch $85,000. The EV Barracuda starts at $68,000, with the high-performance version climbing into six-figure territory. Expect to pay up to $105,000 for the 850-horsepower all-wheel drive monster with every option box checked. Chevrolet may have the Corvette, Dodge has its Chargers and Challengers, but with the return of the Barracuda, Stellantis has reignited a flame that was missing in the modern muscle car world. This isn't just a nod to the past. It's a vehicle that stands toe-to-toe with anything on the road today, combining brutal performance, iconic design, and cutting-edge tech into one jaw-dropping package. The 2026 Plymouth Barracuda is a reminder that muscle cars aren't dead. They're evolving. And this one, reborn with passion, engineering brilliance, and a healthy dose of attitude, proves that the legend can still rise from the ashes and rule the road once more.